안녕하세요. 오늘도 새로운 하루가, 새로운 한 주가 시작됐지요. 자, 이어서 시작해 보겠습니다. 입술에 바세린 한번 발라주고, 따뜻한 물 한 잔 마시고. 오늘은 Unit 43, page 86. It is said that he is supposed to start this example situation. 잠깐 검색 하나 할게. 잠깐 검색을 좀 해봤습니다. Started this example situation in Jersey. George is very old. Nobody knows exactly how old he is, but it is said that he is 108 years old, or he is said to be 108 years old. But these sentences mean people say that he is 108 years old. 중간에 배가 아파서 화장실을 갈 것 같아요. You can use these structures with a number of other purposes, especially alleged, believed, considered, expected, known, reported, thought, understood. Cook loves running. It is said that she runs 10 miles a day. She is said to run 10 miles a day. 자, The police are looking for a missing boy. It is believed that the boy is believed to be wearing a white sweater and blue jeans. The strike started 3 weeks ago. The strike is expected to end soon. Anderson. A friend of mine has been arrested. It is alleged that he stole a car. Stole a car. He is alleged to have stolen a car. Alleged. What does it mean? Let me check.
Allege. Allege. Allege.
Alleged. Alleged. It is alleged that he stole a car. He is alleged to have stolen a car. The two houses belong to the same family. It is said that there is a secret tunnel between them. Two houses belong to the same family. It is said that there is a secret tunnel between them. There is said to be a secret tunnel between them. These structures are often used in news reports. For example, in a report about an accident, it is reported that 2 people were injured in the explosion. Two people are reported to have been injured in the explosion. Supposed to. You can use the supposed to in the same way as said to. I wanna see the movie. It's supposed to be good. People say it's good. There are many stories about Joe. He's supposed to have robbed a bank many years ago. Fireworkers are supposed to have been invented in China. Is it true? Sometimes supposed to has a different meaning. We use supposed to say what is intended. When you don't expect it. Often This is different from the real situation. The plan is supposed to be a secret, but everybody seems to know about it. The plan is intended to be a secret. What are you doing at work? You are supposed to be on vacation. You arranged to be on vacation. Our guests were supposed to come at 7:30, but they were late. Jen was supposed to call me last night, but she didn't. I'd better hurry. I'm supposed to be meeting within 10 minutes. You're not supposed to do something it is not allowed or advised. You're not supposed to park your car here. It's private parking only. Joey is much better after his illness, but he's not supposed to exercise too hard. Joey is much better after his illness, but he's not supposed to exercise too hard. After his illness, but he's not supposed to exercise too hard. It's much better after his illness, but he's not supposed to exercise too hard. Write these sentences in another way, beginning as show. Use the underlined word each time. It is expected that the strike will end soon. Write these sentences in another way, beginning as shown. Use the underlined word each time. It is expected that the strike will end soon. The strike is expected to end soon. It is reported that many people are homeless after the floods. It is reported that many people are homeless after the flood. Many people is reported floods. Many people is many people are reported to flood. Brownies. Flood. Flood.
Flood.
Flood. Uh, reported to be homeless after the flood. It is those that the thieves got in through the window. Got in through. 잠시만요. 화장실 좀 다녀올게요. 어제 일요일이라고 좀 많이 먹었던. 역시 빠르게 신호 겁니다. 돌아왔습니다. 문제를 계속 풀어볼게요. It asked the driver of the car was driving 110 miles an hour. Is alleged. Was driving 102 miles an hour. Driver of a car was driving 102 miles an hour. Driver. It is reported that the building has been badly by the fire. The building is reported. It is reported. The building has been badly damaged by the fire. It is said that the company is losing a lot of money. The company to lose some. It is believed. It is believed that the company lost a lot of money this year. The company is believed to lose a lot to have a lot to have lost a lot of money. It is expected that the company will take a loss this year. The company is expected to take a loss this year. Completed sentences in parentheses and other necessary words. Once the city or completed the sentences, use the words in parentheses and unnecessary words. What's a city hotel like? Can you recommend it? I've never stayed there, but it's supposed to be very nice. How much are these paintings worth? I'm not sure, but they are supposed to be very valuable. This looks like an interesting building. Yes, it is supposed to be a prison a long time ago. Have been a fried prison a long time ago. Question number four. Is it true that your neighbors were lucky in the lottery? Lottery? Yeah, really? Yes. They are supposed to have won a lot of money. They are supposed to. Is it possible to climb the tower? Is it possible? Yes, the view is supposed to be very nice. I heard that Julia has gone away. Write sentences using supposed to be the following. One night on a flower, my friend joke upon every day working. How is it? How is it that everybody knows about the plan? It's supposed to be a secret. You shouldn't criticize me all the time. You I shouldn't be eating this cake, Billy. I'm supposed to be on diet. Is it true that your neighbors were lucky in the lottery? I'm 33. I'm sorry for what I said. I was trying to be funny. It is supposed to be a joke. What's this drawing? Is it tree? Or maybe it? What's this drawing? Is it a tree? Or maybe it is supposed to be. Yeah. Sexy, you shouldn't be playing a game now. You shouldn't be playing a game now. You are supposed to be working. Write sentences with supposed to or not supposed to. Choose from the following verbs: call, depart, leave, put, charts. You're not supposed to park your car here. It's private parking only. We will park at 8:30, 8:15, but we rarely do anything before 8:30. We are supposed to start we block at 8:15, but we rarely do anything before 8:30. Number 3, I ran last night, but I completely forgot. I was supposed to call Laura. The story is a fire exit. Moon is a fire exit. Must be lived. Continue for the My flight blah blah at 10:15, but it didn't leave until 11:30. Jonathan has a problem with his bag. Anything heavy. Put part. Lift. 오늘 음, 책 읽기를 좀 더 하는 시간을 가질게요. 책 읽는 것도 오랜만에 느끼니 어떤 활동이든 좀 이 방에 와서 열심히 하는 걸 목표로 하겠어요. And all kinds of delicious warming dishes, and because we are all a great deal luckier than we realize. We usually get what we want or near enough, but Charlie Burkett never got what he wanted because the family couldn't afford it. And as they as the cold weather went on and on, he, he became ravenously and depravedly hungry. Both bars of candy, the birthday one and the one Grandpa Joe had both had losing since been nibbled away, and all he got now were those thin carriers meals 3 times a day, and then all at once the meals became even thinner. Place where Mr. Burkett worked suddenly went past and had cooled down. Quickly, Mr. Burkett tried to get another Joe, but he had no luck. In the end, the only way in which he managed to earn a few pennies was by shoveling snow in the streets, but it wasn't enough to buy even a quarter of the food that if the 7 people needed. The situation became desperate. Breakfast was a single serve of bread for each person now, and the lunch was maybe half a boiled potato. Slowly but surely, everybody in the house began to starve. And every day, little Charlie Burkett trudging through the window, snow on his way to school. Would have to pass Miss Willie Wonka's giant chocolate factory, and every day as he came near to it, he would lift his small, pointy nose high in the air and sniff the wonderful sweet smell of melting chocolate. Sometimes he would stand motionless outside the cage for several minutes on end, taking deep swallowing breaths as though he were trying to eat the smell itself. "The child," said Grandpa Joe, poking his head out from under the blanket one icy morning, "that child has got to have more food. It doesn't matter about us. We're too old to bother with but a growing boy. He can't go on like this. He's beginning to look like a skeleton. What can one do?" murmured Grandma Josephine miserably. "He refused to take any of ours. I hear his mother tried to slip her own piece of bread on his plate at breakfast this morning, but he wouldn't touch it. He made her take it back. He's a fine little fellow, said Grandpa George. He deserves better than this. The cruel weather went on and on, and every day Charlie Buckle grew thinner and thinner. His face became frighteningly white and pinched. The skin was drawn so tightly over the cheeks that you could see the shapes of the bones underneath. It seemed doubtful whether he could go on much longer like this without becoming dangerously ill. And now, very calmly, with that curious wisdom that seems to come so often to small children in times of hardship, he began to make little changes here and there in some of the things that he did, so as to save his strength in the morning. He left the house 10 minutes earlier so that he could walk slowly to school without ever having to run. He sat quietly in the classroom during recess, resting himself, while the others rushed outdoors in the through snowballs and wrestled in the snow. Everything he did now, he did slowly and carefully to prevent exhaust- exhaustion. Then one afternoon, working back home with the city wind in his face, and instantly feeling hungrier than he had ever felt before. His eye was caught suddenly by a piece of paper that was lying cut in the snow. The paper was of a greenish color, and there was something familiar about it. Charles tapped off the curve and bent down to examine it. Part of it was buried under the snow, but he saw at once what it was. It was a dollar bill. He looked around him. Had somebody just dropped it? No, that was impossible because of the way part of it was buried. Several people went hurrying past him on the sidewalk, their chins sunk deep in the collars of their coats, their feet crunching in the snow. None of them was searching for any money. None of them were taking the slightest notice of the small boy crouching in the gutter. And then was it his distal? Could he have it? Carefully, Charlie pulled it out from under the snow. It was damp and dirty, but otherwise perfect. A whole dollar. He held it tightly between his shivering fingers, gazing down at it. It meant one thing to him at the moment, only one thing. It meant food. Automatically, Charlie turned and began moving toward the nearest shop. It was only 10 pieces away. It was a new paper and stationery store store, the kind that sells almost everything, including candy and cigarettes. And what he would do, he whispered quickly to himself. He would buy one Luigi's bar of candy and eat it all, every bit of it, right then and there. And the rest of the money he would take straight back home and give to his mother. The miracle, miracle. Charlie entered the store and laid the damp dollar bill on the counter. One cast Whipple scrumptious from mellow daylight. He said, remembering how much he had loved the one he had on his birthday. The man behind the counter looked fat and well fed. He had big lips and fat cheeks and a very fat neck. The fat around his neck bulged all around the top of his collar like a lumber wing. He turned and researched behind him for the candy bar. Then he turned back again and handed it to Charlie. Charlie grabbed it and quickly tore off the wrapper and took an enormous bite. Then he took another and another, and the joy of being able to cram large pieces of something sweet and solid into one's mouth. The sheer blissful joy of being able to fill one's mouth with rich, solid food. You look like you wanted that one, Sonny. Oh, the shopkeeper said pleasantly. Charlie nodded, his mouth bulging with chocolate. The shopkeeper put Charlie's change on the counter. Take it easy, he said. It'll give you a gut arch if you swallow it like that without chewing. Charlie went on laughing the candy he couldn't stop, and in less than half a minute the whole thing had disappeared down his throat. He was quite out of breath, but he felt marvelously, extraordinarily happy. He reached out a hand to take the change. Then he paused. His eyes were just above the level of the counter. They were staring at the little silver coins lying there. The coins were all dimes. There were 9 of them altogether. Surely it wouldn't matter if he spent just one more. He said quietly, I think I'll have just one more of those candy bars, the same kind as before, please. Why not? The fat shopkeeper said, reaching behind him again and taking another with Whipple scrumptious marshmallow delight from the shelf. He laid it on the counter. Charlie picked it up, and tore off the wrapper. And suddenly, from underneath the wrapper, there came a brilliant flash of gold. Charlie's heart stood still. It's golden ticket, screamed the shopkeeper, leaping about food in the air. You've got a golden ticket. You found the last golden ticket. Hey, what do you know? Come and look at this. Everybody, he's found one girl's last golden ticket. There it is. It's right there in his hands. It seemed as though the shopkeeper might be going to have a fit. In my shop too, he yelled. He found it right here in my own little shop. Somebody Call the newspapers quick and let them know. Watch out! Now, Sonny, don't hear it as you unwrap it. That thing's precious. In a few seconds, there's a crowd of about 20 people clustering around Charlie, and many more were pushing their way in from the street. Everybody wanted to get a look at the golden ticket and at the lucky finder. Where is it? Somebody shouted, hold it up so all of us can see it. There it is. There. Someone else shouted, he's holding it in his hands. So gold shining. How did he manage to find it? I'd like to know. Oh, lads, bro, shouted angrily. $20 a day I've been buying for weeks and weeks. Think of all those free stuff he'll be getting to. Another boy said enviously. A lifetime supply. He'll need that. The skinny little shrimp. Girls said laughing. Charlie hadn't moved. He hadn't even unwrapped the golden ticket from around the candy bar. He was standing very still, holding it tightly with both hands while the crowd pushed and shouted around him. He felt quite dizzy. There was a peculiar floating sensation coming over him, as though he were floating up in the air like a balloon. His feet didn't seem to be touching the ground at all. He could hear his heart thumping away loudly somewhere in his throat. At the point, he became aware of a hand resting lightly on his shoulder, and when he looked up, he saw a tall man standing over him. Listen, the man whispered, I buy it from you. I'll give you $50. How about it? And I'll give you a new bicycle as well. You okay? Are you crazy? Shouted the woman who was standing equally close. Why I'd give him $500 for the ticket? You wanna sell that ticket for $500, young man? That's quite enough for that, of that. The fat shopkeeper shouted, pushing his way through the crowd and taking Charlie firmly by the arm. 오늘 여기까지 진행을 하고요. 이어서 밥 먹고 오늘은 이거 책에 관한 강의를 좀 신청해서 들을 생각인데 밥 먹고 빨리 해봅시다. 안녕.